March is the month of the year when we look back to the foundation stones of the school's history and express gratitude for the vision that our founders had, which led to the school that we enjoy today. We celebrate Founders Day in the Cathedral and reflect on the great work of the many people who made contributions, be that educational or financial, over the school's 4 centuries. The school's foundations go back to the 13th century when Gilbert and John Long, merchants in the city, founded St John's Hospital on the site of the old church of St John the Baptist near the East Gate in 1238. Over the next 400 years, the fortunes of the hospital and its educational mission fluctuated. In the early 1300s, the Bishop of Exeter set up a pioneering school preparing boys for university, but this was surrendered to Henry VIII during the Reformation. In 1602, the High School, as it was then known, was the only formal educational institution in Exeter and fell under the jurisdiction of the Dean and Chapter of the Cathedral. The early 17th century was a period of great prosperity for Exeter, and its citizens invested their wealth in public services. The City Chamber wished to increase the educational provision in the city and also have control of a school without the restrictions of the church. This vision culminated in 1633 with the founding of the Free Grammar School. Its first headmaster was William Noseworthy. It is this school which was the forerunner to the school that we have today. In 1877, William Butterfield was commissioned to design the new grammar school for boys on the current site in St Leonard's, where we enjoy over 20 acres of land and wonderful views of the Holden Hills. Of course, the school that existed in the 17th century, and indeed 4 centuries before that, in the very early days in the centre of the city, is very different to the school we have today. There are, however, many aspects of school life which remain fundamentally similar, not least our virtues and character education programme, which might not have been called that in the last 150 years or before that, but certainly developed the pupils of the school in the same way that our current programme does. In particular, talking to our alumni, they reflect positively on the impact of music and drama that they studied and performed, and they remember with affection some of the plays and performances. Many of them have strong memories of the sporting provision and local rivalry with other schools, just as we continue to see on Saturday match days. Strongest still in many of their memories will be the experiences that they enjoyed in our outdoor education programme. Whether through the CCF, 10 Tours or the Duke of Edinburgh's Awards scheme, all of these continue to thrive in the school and indeed have gradually expanded over the last few years, being especially valued by pupils after the pandemic years of 2020 and 2021, when of course such activities were curtailed. If they were able to visit a typical lesson today, I wonder what our founders might think of what they see. The fact that there are girls in the classroom and women teachers would be one obvious difference, and none of them would have spent the night at school, since we have not had boarding in the school for about 2 decades. I hope that they would be impressed by the quality of the relationships, both between the pupils themselves and between pupils and teachers, since this is a fundamental bedrock of great education. I hope that they would be pleased to see pupils of all ages, from the nursery to the 6th form, having a lot of fun in their learning and being eager to ask more questions and develop their skills and knowledge further. I'm sure that they would enjoy watching the development of independent learners with intellectual curiosity, a desire to do their best, becoming exceptional Exonians. In the Cathedral on the 20th of March, we will hear the act of commemoration, which reminds us of the important people and how they have made a contribution to life at Exeter School over the many centuries. The closing words of this commemoration remind us of the importance of gratitude and are rather lovely and timeless. We give thanks for those who have achieved distinction in education, business or public and charitable service, those who have excelled in the arts, drama, music and sport, those who have given their lives, even very recently, in the service of their country. And here today, in this ancient cathedral, let us not forget what it means to praise. Let us not forget what it means to serve. Let us not forget what it means to love.